Why are you so tense, god damn it?
Because I don't know what I'm doing!
Calm down.
Hello everybody, it's Philly Kuts with another boxing review. Tonight, we had on tap Gennady Golovkin versus Curtis Stevens. And we all know about Gennady Golovkin, do we not? Going into this fight, he was 27-0 with 24 KOs. The greatest KO percentage person in middleweight championship history. He is number one among active champions right now with the KO ratio at 27 wins, 24 KOs. We'll make that 28-0 and 25 KOs because he TKO'd Curtis Stevens tonight. It was a pretty interesting fight. I thought in the first round that Stevens came out pretty effectively. He was aggressive. He came at Golovkin, kept Golovkin in the center of the ring, which was where the fight really needed to be, because once Stevens let off that pedal and started backing up, that allowed Golovkin to take over the fight and land more effective punches, which he did in the second round when he hit a devastating left hook that put Stevens down backwards on the canvas. And if you could see Stevens' face when he was down there, he looked in shock. But I give Stevens credit. This happened when there was about 30 seconds left in that round. Stevens came back up, was able to survive that round. I mean, he really looked, once he got up from that knockdown, people, he looked like he was out of it. Like, the referee was trying to get him to look at him for a little bit, and I'll tell you something, Stevens was looking out into the distance. He looked zombified. But he got through. In the third round, he was much more timid, was not coming at Golovkin. He kept backing up. Golovkin took the third round easily. I kind of gave the fourth and fifth round to Stevens. He kind of settled down a little bit, had good defense. Stevens was about 3 inches shorter than Golovkin, which made it kind of a difficult target, I think, for Golovkin to really hit Stevens at times. And I thought Stevens' defense was really good in some rounds of the fight. And also, even in round four, at the end of round four, Stevens really opened up and landed a few good combinations that kind of kept Golovkin at bay and kind of put Golovkin on notice. In this fight, we didn't really see the Terminator-type Golovkin that we're often used to seeing. He was much more cautious. I think that he really knew that going into this fight that Stevens had a effective left counter hook, and he was mindful of that. And it showed in this fight. He definitely boxed more in this fight. But it became the tale of, could Stevens get Golovkin to stay in the middle of the ring and kind of go toe-to-toe, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Golovkin was able to back Stevens up pretty effectively, and I would say in the 6th, 7th, and 8th rounds, Golovkin really took over the fight, got Stevens to back up, had him up against the ropes and in the corner much of the time, and it just wore Stevens down. Wore him down to the point where at the start of the 9th round, his corner basically threw in the towel, giving Golovkin the TKO. So, a different kind of Golovkin in this fight. Yes, he got the knockout, the TKO, which puts him at 15 stoppages in a row. But again, it also says and raises the question, who has Golovkin really fought? If you go and look at his record, I mean, I could pull it up right now and even take a look at it, and some of these names are not very impressive. Okay, beat Macklin last time, Nobuhiro Ishida, Gabriel Rosado, Grigores Proska, another Japanese fighter, Makoto Fujigami. So, not exactly a stellar list of fighters that he's, knocked out or TKO'd. So it's time to step up for Golovkin. It's time to really make your name. Now you're 28-0. You got the 25 knockouts in a row, but come on, it's time to fight a real fighter. Max Kellerman did ask that question, who you want to fight next? And he presented the idea of Sergio Martinez, the elder statesman of boxing. I think it would be a good fight, and it's time that a big fight like that happens for you, Golovkin. Let's go. I mean, that's the problem with this sport. I think that these guys get these inflated records because there's the really good top-tier fighters are scared to fight one another because of that record. So now he's got Floyd Mayweather disease because he's got the big 28-0. So, yeah, let's get that fight going, boys. All right. Thanks for watching. This has been Philly Kuts with another boxing review. Peace.